Good evening, warriors, and welcome. Mr. Joe here, and welcome to today's vlog. Okay, today we'll be talking about the RSI, the relative strength index. If you could recall, yesterday we took the stochastic RSI, so today we'll still talk about the RSI, the relative strength index. Okay, to show you how you can use it to make profitable trade. Remember that these things show you previous price action and trying to predict what the current the future price action will be. So you do not depend on these things 100% of the time when you are doing live trading. Just use them as a clue, okay, and then follow your guts. Okay, so let's get down to it. First thing, the same thing I told you about stochastic RSI. RSIs are also momentum indicators, and they show you how strong the price is. Okay, they show you how strong the price is, and it also oscillates between 0 to 100. There's just a little difference between the stochastic and the RSI itself. Okay, but it's good you know both of them and you use both of them if it is possible, and if you cannot use all of them at the same time, you choose the one that best works for you. So let's get down to it. Go to tradingview.com. okay, you look for the coin you want to analyze. For today, let's pick BTC. Let's pick BTC. So BTC, the almighty BTC. And so I click on Bitcoin USD, full feature charts, and yes, we are here. So to put the stochastic in your chart, let me just remove all drawing too. Let me remove all these things so you'll be able to know how to set these things. So once you're on tradingview.com and you're logged in or you're signed in, the first thing you do is you go to indicators. You look at my mouse here, you click on the indicators. Okay, so when you click on the indicators, you see the search bar here, you click on it and then search for RSI. So the RSI will come out here. As you can see, relative strength index. You click on it just once and then it appears. Okay, now this is the relative strength index. Like I told you, it oscillates between 0 to 100. Here is the 100, right? This is the 100 and this is 0 down here, right? This is 0 here and this is 100 up here. Now so that is, it oscillates between these figures. That means it doesn't move below or above these figures. Now the same thing I told you yesterday about the stochastic. The RSI itself is also an oscillating, is also a momentum indicator, but the difference now is in the figures. Like I told you about the stochastic, that whenever it hits the 80 region, it becomes overbought, right? And the next thing is that there will be a reversal to the negative. You have to be watching that trade closely, right? Now when it comes to the RSI, the figure for the RSI itself is 70 30 70 30. 70 is when it is overbought, 30 is when it is oversold. So anything below 30, that is the oversold region, right? It is the oversold region. That is the time you should be preparing to buy, right? Okay, from the 70 region. Now if you look at it very well, you see that it's just one line with this RSI here. Though some people like the stochastic more. Personally, I use the stochastic more than the RSI. Okay, but you just check it out and see how it goes with your trade. Now I am on the daily time frame. You can switch to any time frame that is okay for you, okay, depending on the kind of trades you do. I do more of longer trades these days because I do not have all the time to stick to my computer. I have a life to live, okay? So I use more of the longer time frame. One day it's okay for me, so that I'll have more time to do other things. Okay, now I'm analyzing on the daily time frame, and let's look at it very closely. Now when the price, when this line here hits this place 70 and above, just like it did here, just know it is overbought. And what do you expect when it is overbought? That there will be a possible reversal in price, you understand, to the negative. And as you can see, this was the overbought region. It still climbed, okay, and got close to 100 before it now reversed. And as you can see, the reversal was massive here, Okay, all these red candles here was because of this reversal, and the time it reversed back was when it hit the oversold region right here, just right here, and then it bounced back and all this green candle came. Now look at it very closely so that you know that this thing doesn't work 100% of the time, like it must hit the overbought or the oversold region. If you look at this place, you see that it reversed without hitting the overbought region. Okay, it reversed in between. So what do you do in this case? When you see that reversal, you can cut your loss. If you are, it cannot be a loss if you actually took it at the right time. Okay, you just sell and take the profit you have and wait for it to hit back to the oversold region where you now retake your trade. But as you can see, the stuff that played out here is not really like 100% correct, just like we expect the RSI. Like it didn't move the normal, it must hit the oversold and overbought region. Okay, so you use other indicators to help you in these stuffs. So as it is now with BTC, it is just in the middle. Okay, right now it's, for me, there's no clear signal here. There's no clear signal with Bitcoin, except to check with other time frame and see what is going on. Now I might decide to switch to the 1 hour time frame. Now 1 hour time frame is still hovering in between. So something, it can happen if I now join, let's say, the Bollinger Band, to see how the band is faring here. Okay, now look at the Bollinger Band. You see that there's actually, the band is actually tightening. It's tightening. There's a possibility that something big will happen very soon. And for me, I'm expecting that by, this is 22nd already, the CME futures contract is expiring by 28. So for me, I believe that there will be volatility on or before that date. On, before, or after. It cannot even be after. It has to be on or before that date. You understand? So that volatility could be to the positive, it could be to the negative. And the RSI here is not showing me any good signal because it is just hovering in between. It is not overbought, it is not oversold. But it is now in favor of the fact that this market has actually grown, because this is actually 56. Okay, it's not really a half from 30 to 70. It's above the half. Okay, so I really cannot tell you that, but you have to watch it closely. Now let us add the stochastic itself and see if the stochastic can tell us something different. Now this is the stochastic RSI. Okay, on 1 hour it still has a lot of strength and it's growing. Okay, on 1 hour, as you can see, there's a difference. Okay, this stochastic looks more like it's faster, and the stochastic can give you a lot of fake signals sometimes, but it still helps you to detect move faster than the RSI, because the RSI looks as if it is slower than the stochastic. Now let us switch it to the daily and look at the stochastic and the RSI. Now as you can see the RSI itself, the stochastic, sorry, here you see that the stochastic has actually hit the 80 region, which is what we call the overbought region. So that there's a possibility that there will be a reversal in price, right? So the RSI didn't really give me like a clear signal because it hasn't really gotten to the overbought region, right? But the stochastic is showing me that it's possible that the reversal that would come in will be to the negative based on the daily time frame. But we'll wait and see what happens. But what I know is that there will be volatility, serious volatility on or before 28. So watch out for the 28th of this month. So that is it for the stochastic. Let me summarize it. When the price hits 70 for RSI, when the price hits 70, it is the overbought region. When this line hits 30, it is the oversold region. Now if it is in the oversold region, there's a possibility that there will be a reversal in price to the positive. If it's in the overbought region, there's a possibility that there will be a reversal in price to to the negative. Okay, now if you look at the RSI itself, you see that there's already a curve here signaling that there might be a downward movement. So that is it for the RSI. You see, as you can look at my chart now, there are 3 things I'm using here. Sometimes I use up to 8 tools, up to 8 indicators and tools. Okay, now this is the stochastic here, this is the RSI here, and this is the Bollinger Band here. Okay, if you use these three tools, it can help you to make profitable trade. It might not be correct all the time, but it's good to use at least 2 or more indicators and tools to help you make profitable trade. That is about the RSI. Try it and let us have your your comments, okay, in the comment box. Like, okay, hit that thumbs up button if you like what we're doing. Subscribe to our channel if you've not done that. Hit the notification button to get alerts whenever we do new videos. Okay, thank you for listening to today's vlogging. Have a blast.